Are we live, Red Pup?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What up, what up, what up? Somebody requested this. Okay, turn it down. Alexa, a little lower. Red Pup doesn't know Cat Stevens. I haven't heard the song in such a long time. Alexa, a little lower. All right. Anyhow, so we came in today. Futures lower, a little bit after. You know, the Fed minutes got a little bit the bullish push. But we know how to navigate our levels, don't we? So anyway, Alexa lower. Sorry about that. She's not really listening as much. So where was it? Here are the spots. 443.18, that was our low. 442. That was your line of defense if you were long. If you were looking to get short, that was your area to get short. So in the first few hours of the day, I bought some puts in the Qs. And then around, I think, 11:30, I got short the Qs. And I was like, you know what? It just feels like we're turning over here. Alexa off. Sorry about that. As much fun as that is, you know, I got to keep it professional. So anyway, this was your spot, 443, 442. We hit 436. You have 435 below. And then you have this congestion area and then the lows. Now this head and shoulders pattern is definitely looking a little bit more built. Everyone's talking about it. We'll see how it gets navigated. But all in all, today was a weak day, and you had chances to get out of loose longs and ways to get short and ways to make money short. And you guys know I'm not a good short. And I made money short today. I'm very impressed with myself. Anyway, here's the Qs. Look at that. Broke 351. That's that pivot. Broke 350. That's that pivot. Wide range bar. First down day. By the way, the outside is only +5. Not even oversold. So we could get downside pressure. We could come in and retest the lows here. I would love it. You know, it's time. The market's just not trading well. It's just, you know, sometimes you want to get it over with. You know, and you don't want things to, you know, rally and, you know, just kind of induce money to come in and fake people out. I like it when it's kind of, you know, continuity. So anyway, here's the Qs. I did get short the Qs. I've been short them all afternoon. I did cover some. Where are the Qs here? The first time I shorted the Qs was where? Really like 11:08, 11:09. And then, or maybe when I left, 11:57. All I know has been short all day, bottom line. And this was a great short. And I put on some Qs puts and 2 sets of them. One for Tuesday, one for next week. And I have really no longs on. I had Tesla on and I had UPST on. UPST I sold up $7. It's down 10. And Tesla, I tried trading it, and then once it broke its level, I got out of the way. Why would I get out of the way with Tesla? Because we were prepared. How are you prepared? Right here, 901. Get the frick out of the way. Maybe get short. I probably should have got short. Instead, I just got out of the way. And I actually got out of the way before then. How do you get out of the way before then? You use your 5-10 minute rule. So let's check out the chart. So this way you see here. Let's make this bigger. Let's go to your intraday. So literally, this was your low. Okay, right here. This is how you navigate, guys. This is how you keep yourself safe and profitable. So we gapped down, put a low in around 907.50. That was your low. That was your whatever low that was. It could have been your 5-minute low, your 7-minute low. I did buy a little bit, and I tried to trade out of it. Didn't work. Once it broke 907, I'm like, you know what? This just doesn't feel right. I'm not waiting until 901. I got out here. Then it stayed below. Some guys are like, I'm getting short because this is breaking 901. This is breaking 893. I'm like, congratulations, go. I am buying back my puts. I'm out of the way. It's not doing what I thought it would do. And then that happened all day. If you made money short, congratulations. If you lost a little bit of money, I lost a little bit of money in Tesla, but I could have got friggin' annihilated. But I have rules. I have a set of rules. Anyway, so you go back to here. So this was 901, this was 893, now you have the candle like that. If I were friggin' a great short, I'd be short this overnight. Just saying. You can do whatever you want. I'm flatted, but you could be short this because why wouldn't it get down to 853? It's in no man's land. What do you know for tomorrow? 874.17. Who's busting my chops? No. So that's that. There. So you had the SPYs levels, you had the Qs levels, you had the Tesla levels, and then the real key was Nvidia. Nvidia right here was your spot, 255. It broke it within like 3 minutes. It didn't even try and go green. And then it broke 247, and now, it didn't really fall apart. It's still kind of hanging in there, but I don't know who's going to be in a rush to be buying Nvidia when it seems like the market has a bit more of a corrective phase in front of it. But so that was here. Nvidia will hold some keys to today. It had a very solid report, smack in the middle of the range. This is a valuation problem debate, which is what the market theme is. Does Nvidia hold 255 and try and go green? If so, will lift tech, create lots of green to red opportunities. If it gets and stays below 255 and is lower, I would take care. That was the focus. Focus. It's my green drink.
The estimate was 7 cents. That's a penny beat. Revenue of 122.9 million is a beat.
Anyway, it's not that good. Anyway, it's no man's land. Some things are more than Amazon. My goodness, everyone's like, Red Dog, it's time for the Amazon call spread. It's time for this. It's time for that. I'm like, let's see if it can hold 31.76. Didn't hold 31.76 and closed on the lows of the day. Still has a lot more room below. I don't know. I'm avoiding Amazon. If Dan wants to call the Red Dog, I'll tell him how do you want to unlock 1 trillion in friggin' in value? Split the damn stock 20 for 1. Don't hold it here like a friggin' schmeckel. What's a schmeckel? Look it up. It's in the Jewish dictionary. So what was the lower? 3,087. Right? Is it in the Jewish dictionary, Red Pup?
Probably.
Is there a Jewish dictionary?
I think it's just called the Torah.
The Torah? Is schmeckel in the Torah? Red Dog reverse will sell. Now we'll see. Anyway. Facebook. Holy friggin' cow. I was long Facebook out the yin-yang in the first 10 minutes of the day, and it went green. It went to the 217 and change, like a schmeckel head. I bought a little bit more, and then I was like, that was it. I'm like, the sellers just showed up. They just screwed everybody. Anyway, I got out. I actually made money long Facebook, and it went down $9. Holy cow. Anyway, broke 212, 207. Let's go to the videotape. We'll go to the weekly chart. Ooh. Wow. My goodness. Holy friggin' camoli. What's a camoli? I don't know what a camoli is, but if I was Italian, it doesn't sound like a zeppoli. 207. I don't even know. I'm trying to draw levels here, go inside. It's already below. Probably a decent long-term investment if that's what you're doing, but short-term it hasn't. Goodbye, this is gone. Remember when I put this here? Now what is this? If it gaps down tomorrow, maybe I'll sell some 190 puts for next week. Just because I'm supposed to be on vacation next week, by the way. I'm supposed to be going to the Atlantis in the Bahamas with 3 or 4 different families. And me and Chase are the only ones in America that haven't tested positive for COVID. So hopefully we can test negative and go. If we do, I'll be in touch next week when I'm going to have risk down. Maybe if there's a big Red Dog reversal in the hole, I'll buy it. But I'm at this point still a little net short, thinking we're going to test those lows, so I'm not in a rush. Wow. Look at that. Look how easy it is to see. When you look at it, looking back, this is when the trend broke. This is when it tried to get back up and failed. This is when all the moving averages were gone, and this is on the weekly. And now look. Pow! Oh my God. Some think it's getting to 125. That would be friggin' crazy. This is a spot. It's below everything, though. My goodness. Go back to the daily chart. These are all gone. Gone, gone, gone. Remember when it broke right here? I'm like, guys, it's different. Broke the 21 day. Anyway, that's that.
The estimate was 7 cents.
Just like a lot of things, you know, anything could happen. You know, when you're in a corrective phase or in a bear market, which is what we're kind of in, anything could happen. PayPal. You know, everybody on TV is telling you to buy a dip. Wow. New lows. RBLX. Everyone's telling you to buy a dip. Looks like it's ready to make new lows. Remember when we got out of it here? Or you could have got out of it there, or you could have got out of it at 113. Wowzers. You do not put your hard-earned money in the way with hoping and praying. You reduce, you manage your positions based on a set of rules that I've been trying to teach you guys for so freaking long. The only stock I did break it with is my little biotech, which is my biggest loss in the last year, by the way. So at least it wasn't 100 names. I've traded 100 names. I've only kept one. Anyway, Roku guys are clamoring about. What are you guys clamoring about? Down 30 points. Great. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Right here. Remember that 490 red dog reversal? And it broke the 8th day? And then got back below here? And then failed there? My goodness. You got to look back at patterns sometimes and like really identify like things that you saw and like things you listened to and trust it. Trust the process. And get away from the TV sets that have all these friggin' opinions that could hurt you because you think they're professionals and you think they know what they're doing. It's not true. I kind of know what I'm doing, but I'm just really just a guy that follows his rules and uses his intuition. Has been trading for 22 years. I'm trying to teach you guys things. GLD. That's been nice. That was a thesis. GLD was a spot. You know, even here, guys are like ready to get out of it. Like, well, Russia's pulling back. I'm like, well, it just went from 169 to 175. Chill out. We bought back some calls that we sold and actually made money navigating it. Now what? Seems like 179 is the next spot. If it gets above 179, it's real fast. I probably will be a little upset because I shorted some of those 179s because I'm maxed out on my call spread, which made me a lot of money, but we'll see. I do have a big call spread on silver that is lagging, but it seems like why can't this get to 2284, 2350? I would think that could happen. It's not a fear trade. It's not a war trade. It's an inflation slash whatever they want to call a trade. So that's why it's not acting as well as gold. But if gold gets friskier, you know, silver is the tail of the dog. Remember, like the dog barks in EV, which is Tesla. Well, if gold is barking loud, I would think silver follows suit somewhat.
AMD says on February 15th,
AMD still well off the lows. Still, you know, if you looked at it, you know, broke levels, closing the lows.
AMN reported $2.95.
There's nothing looking at such lows. I know there's a little bit of geopolitical headline risk, like if all of a sudden there's a big diplomatic solution in Russia, Ukraine, there'll be a psychological bounce back. So that's why you can't be so short, but you don't have to be long, guys. Let's go to the Qs. Weekly chart that I've shown you many times. Now everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about the head and shoulders top. I started saying, hey, we're going to go from here, we're going to go to there. We went to there, and now we're rolling over. Still can get to here. You can still get to there. This was your taper tantrum of 2018. The only thing we could really look back in history when they had so much accommodation. And here, the S&P fell 20%, the Qs won 24%. Look at the size of this move that we've had because of the excess stimulus and the free checks and the whatever you want to call it. So here we are below all the moving averages. This is 334. This is 320. It's not a time to be holding a portfolio approach, which is what we all know. That's why we're tactical. That's why we're trying to figure it out. Sometimes in tactical approach, you get some paper cuts, but it's better than gushers. It's better than friggin' catching a falling knife. It's better than putting yourself out of business. Or you make money short. Today I feel good about myself. I made money short, and I came in net long, so I adjusted. And I'm You know, after a nice move we had too into this area. I'm back to my historic highs. We'll see how it goes from here. Daily, Bitcoin, guys like, what about Bitcoin? Oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, kind of sucks. But that's why I'm in 40% cash. And I didn't buy a single crypto today. You know, I got a little overextended on the last situation, on the last bounce, and I'm not doing it to myself again. Right? Ooh, look at that. Now it's into resistance, the weekly. Go to the daily chart. Actually, let's look at the weekly for a second. It's not great. That's the low, recent low. Whoa. Broke through that. Here's a spot. I'm going to take out some of my bids. I am not going to be bidding for anything in crypto until maybe somewhere down here or maybe back to the lows. This can happen. Last time I waited after being in cash, I started buying here and I was in friggin' little anxiety down to there. And into this I sold some, into this I bought some, and into this I sold a bunch. But a little bit there. Now I gotta friggin', once I get out of this, I gotta check my crypto account, make sure I have no bids in, just in case. You know, we want to come retest this area the same way the spies of the Qs want to retest the lows. I don't need to be back in unless it's compelling. Remember with like Gala and some of those things, they start buying a little bit too early. I don't want to do that again. You know, here's crypto.com. Ooh, broke 45. That kind of invalidates that. This is that's your next spot. What's this? 38.
57 cents. The estimate was 52 cents.
All these things. Wow. So went all the way down to 32. So you want to be careful. Gala also. I'm not buying this thing back too fast. I thought I could buy it here around 32 cents, and I wound up buying 26 cents, 22 cents. I went to 15 cents. This is still holding 27 cents, which is great, but I'm going to wait. You know, if crypto.com breaks that, why can't this break that? So just be careful. Be careful buying a dip back too fast. I'd rather see you sit in cash and wait for some price discovery, in my humble opinion. Anyway, listen, it's 4:28. It's Thursday. I think everyone had a pretty good week. I think we did a pretty good job navigating it. I've been trying to do my best to keep you guys safe and sound. I will definitely be in tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going away next week for vacation. Chase is off from school. We're supposed to go to the Bahamas. We both have to test negative. Taking a PCR on Friday. I'd like to go, but we'll see how it goes. And I know you guys want me here, but you know what? I'm allowed 2 vacations a year, and I usually do one in August and one when Chase is off. So, but at this point, happy. You know, we've had an oversold bounce. We've had our sell into strength, and now we're okay. We're going to test the neckline below. And we'll figure it all out. Cash is a position. Turn the damn TV set off. A lot of these guys are hurting a lot of people. You know, I'm not going to say names, but a friend of mine loved it here. And then he had a red dog reversal, and now look at it. Jimbo, I'll say his name. He's been averaging down in this thing the whole time. Like, yeah, if you tell someone to get into something, you got to tell someone when to get out of something. You know, that's my plan. And if you're wrong, you're allowed to be wrong. Just don't get louder. Just admit to it and get the hell out of the way. I was wrong on Tesla. I was testing Tesla, and I got out of the way. I told you guys when I got stopped out. Anyway, have a good night, guys. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And let's just continue to navigate this market, because there will be a time when we can go in with both hands. But it's going to be, it might not be for a while. You still have the Fed has to reduce the pace of purchase to zero. It has to raise rates. It has to run off the balance sheet. And we're only 6 weeks into this S&P corrective phase. That could easily go on another 6 weeks. So be careful. I'm your offensive coordinator, but I'm also your defensive coordinator, because you know why? Defense wins championships. Offense wins some games, but defense wins championships and keeps you ready to roll. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do for myself too. All right, guys. I'll see you in the morning.